You know, when I was growing up, I didn't know that there was options for coffee other than black and a little cream or sugar. I had no clue what coffee would become. When I was growing up, it was either Folgers or Maxwell House, drip or instant, and that was pretty much it. But things have changed so much, over the years that nowadays what we do is we go through all kinds of options. You go to Starbucks and you go in the line at Starbucks and you'll be amazed at the things that you hear. I actually wrote down a few of those things here that I thought were pretty interesting that I've heard said at Starbucks. All right, tall, non-fat latte with caramel drizzle, grande ice, sugar-free, vanilla latte, soy milk triple, venti half sweet, non-fat caramel macchiato, venti skinny iced, hazelnut, no whip, sugar-free, cinnamon, dulce, soy. I mean, crazy stuff, right? It just goes on and on and on, over and over and over. And it's just amazing the options that seem to be out there for coffee. And that's where we get this term, just like at Starbucks, where you can have coffee however you like it. And if you don't like what you get, you can just take it back and they'll do it again. That's where we get the term Starbucks Christian from. Christians who want church and church membership to be based on their flavor or their feeling or what it is they like. And I get it. You do want a church that you fit in. There's a difference between a church where you fit and where you have relationships and a church that does exactly everything the way you like it. That's a difference. As a Starbucks Christian, one of the problems that you have is that if you don't have church the way you want it, you kind of get upset. And one of two things happen. You cause a scene and you do things until people change it, or you walk away and say, I'm never setting foot again in there. You won't believe what these people do. And that becomes a challenge. It really does. It hurts not just the church, because the church goes on, but it hurts us when we feel that way and we act that way, and it creates conflict within our lives. And so people start having, well, if they don't get the flavor of the church they want, they have tantrum fits. Not where they get on the floor and kick and act crazy, although I have seen that, believe it or not, but not where they get on the floor and act crazy. But instead they do crazy things like, they won't shake the pastor's hand anymore. Or, for example, they'll do a whisper campaign and start saying, well, I can't believe what this church is now or what this church has become. Or they get upset and they'll walk out in the middle of church in order to be seen, to make their point. These are the kinds of things that seem to impact the church, and they feel like that's what they need to do. And the problem is they don't understand how church works. In fact, the problem is they haven't read the fine print. Just like a online user agreement or a car rental agreement that has the fine print, church membership, being a part of a church, does have fine print. Now, it's not dangerous. Instead, it's life-changing. And the fine print in church membership is that whenever we have church, and it's actually found in Romans, that whenever we have church and we are a part of church, we're to give up our own preferences. Let me read to you what Paul says in Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Paul says, love one another with brotherly affection. That's the beginning. And you love one another like you are family members. But second, as you love them, you give precedence to them. You prefer them, showing honor to one another. That's what being a church member is. It's preferring others. It's giving up your flavor, giving up your desire so that other people can be touched and blessed. And so at New Life, I hope there's a lot of things that you enjoy. I hope there's a lot of places that you feel are just top notch and it's your flavor of church. I really do. But what I really want more than that is I want to see us get to a place where we say it's not about me, it's not about my desire, it's not about my want, and we prefer others because we love others. That's what being a church member is all about.